What is up, dudes? How's it going? How's it going? Well, I haven't done a What's Really Hood in a while, so I figured I would hit you guys up. And I had one last week that I kind of forgot to upload. A lot of times that happens. And, yeah, I might as well just do a new one at this point. So, big spoilers right off the bat. I'm going to talk a little bit about Tears of the Kingdom, and if you don't want any spoilers, like, at all, because this is going to be kind of, this is going to have some for sure. So, I wouldn't listen to it. I'll try to, like, not be really bad, though, like, straight up tell the stuff, but I kind of want to tell the journey of what I went through, because it was crazy. So, what have I been playing? Definitely Tears of the Kingdom. It was the same story as last time. That's why I really didn't upload the last one I recorded, because nothing had really changed. You know, it was pretty much the same thing. So I'm still just very much playing that. I'm excited to get back to retro, though, because there's a lot that I want to play. I got a big lineup coming. We still got to finish Lolo 2. Still got to beat Batman Forever. I got the Star Wars on Famicom. I got Silkworm on NES. I got a lot of stuff. Dude. So we definitely are going to get back to it. We are. It's coming. I definitely wanted to do the new Battletoads game, too. The newest one. And that's on my Series S. And I wanted to record that on Battletoad mode. So I'll be doing that as well. So there's a lot coming when I get there. So yeah, man, other than that, Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Board. No, I was playing, and I was still just doing side quests and stuff like that. And that's been how I've been for a while now. I did the first 4 dungeons or whatever, and then you start getting towards like an end point, you feel like. Well, then I did the next thing, and then it leads you to another thing. And, well, I went one step further accidentally. So I was trying to do some other side quest. I've been really traveling around down into the depths. So the depths, I'm not a huge fan of. I hate playing games where you can't see. And that's essentially what the depths are. And you got to keep lighting up these things to see more. And you got to shoot arrows with lights on them to see more. And a lot of things like that. And so I'm not a huge fan of that. But I was down there fully exploring, and I was doing like a side adventure that's down there. And I'm at the very last part of it, I think, but I cannot figure out how to fucking get there, dude. I can't get there. So I was thinking to myself yesterday on the way to work, I was just kind of thinking about it, and that's how good the game is. It can like get you thinking when you're not even like playing a video game. Like when I sit down and I play it next time, what am I going to do? You know, that's the kind of thought process it puts you through. And that's a good game. You know, that's a game that's delivering, you know. So I decided to go to a certain spot. And I'm like, you know, I remember seeing this. I'm going to go check that out, dude. You know. So I got on, and that's exactly what I did. And lo and behold, it led me to the very end. And I was like, oh, shit. So initially I went, and I was like, oh, okay, this will get me to that side quest, that side adventure that I need to do. I think I figured it out. I think this is it. You know what I mean? So then I start going and going and going, and I start going, oh, shit. Like, this is going on for a while, and this is really difficult. Like, I'm seeing every enemy in the game, and there's a lot of them, and wow, I'm really going through a lot of weapons, and I'm fucking eating a lot of food and all this stuff. You know, I'm like, man, I'm really having to, like, put some shit in this. You know, I even had to zone out at the very beginning because I only had, like, 20 arrows. And I was like, I got to get more arrows. So I went to every town in the game and went and bought a bunch of fucking arrows and shit. And so I kind of knew that, okay, this is going to be kind of an area, you know. Well, it just kept going and going and going. And it's like, it created like an area of like NES hard. It's like NES hard, but obviously on the Switch on Zelda. But it was tough, dude. It was like definitely harder than anything you faced in the game thus far. For sure, dude. Just with all the shit you had to dodge, you had to make sure you had the gear. I mean, the food, very specific food, weapons, that you were no short on weapons and that they weren't weak ones. You know, you're going to be breaking weapons and shit. And there's not a lot of shit down there to help you. There's no save points. You can't, like, get a shrine or something and have a place where you can zone to. Like, no, dude. You got to enter from the one spot. That's it, man. You know, from there on out. And I ended up getting through the whole fucking game. It was the end. And I did not know it until kind of halfway through it. I was definitely smelling it. Like, okay, this might be end game, dude. I wonder if I'm kind of stumbling upon something accidentally, you know? And so I kept going. And by the time I was like, yup, this is end game, was this one fight. There's kind of a boss fight. And I was like, well, if there's a save point after this, I'll go ahead and zone out, because I'm pretty sure after this, you're going to get to the end. You're going to fight the end guy. That's what's going to happen. This is like the pre-fight, you know? So I beat the guy, and then, of course, no save point. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I, like, once again, I'm saying to myself, I'm not going to zone out, because I'm not coming back in. Once there's a blood moon, everything's going to respawn. Dude, I'm not doing all that again. That's crazy. I'll come do it again some other time for fun, but right now, I just went through a shitload of gear, dude. I got to go out, go to these certain spots I know I'm going to have to get more gear, and I am not fucking coming back here. Like, they made the end game where it seriously does take a toll on you, equipment-wise. Like, for sure, dude. Even if you're, like, not getting hit and you're not eating your food and stuff, it's not that. It breaks your weapons. It uses a lot of arrows, man. I mean, you're breaking bows when you're using arrows. You're going through a lot of shit, dude. And you're going, holy fuck, you know? So it definitely lets you know if you've collected enough stuff throughout the game and, you know, what'd you get, man? Did you do good enough? You're going to fucking find out, because it's going to be real hard if you didn't. You know, it's going to be damn near impossible if you didn't, you know? But I had plenty of things. And I was definitely ready for it, health-wise, everything. I had enough gear, I had enough attires to help me. I was good. I was definitely fine. It wasn't even like I was almost close to dying. There was one specific thing that if I would have known it earlier, it would have been way fucking easier, but I didn't know. So I won't go too far into that. There's something that you can have that I'm like, oh, fuck, I got this? Shit. And I started doing that, and I was good. But I cooked some stuff. I made some stuff that saved my ass. And I wasn't even aware that I had the equipment to make this stuff. I didn't even know that. Until I started just literally sitting in my inventory reading all the descriptions of everything I got. And I was like, oh, I got to do this. And then I had some portable pots that I could cook. And I started I had like 7 or 8 of them. So I just cooked 7 or 8 of these things I knew. And I was good. That was plenty. I only used like 1. But, yeah, the last fight was fucking awesome. They definitely overdid themselves. They did a lot better than Breath of the Wild. Even though a lot of people hated on the Breath of the Wild boss fight at the end, I liked it. I thought it was awesome. You know, I really enjoyed it. We were on the horse and shit. I thought it was awesome. But this game, they definitely... Holy shit. It was pretty sick, dude. It was probably one of the most epic boss fights I've ever had. You know, it was pretty cool. But, especially the beginning. I liked the beginning, how it reminded me of Wind Waker. The end boss on Wind Waker, Ganon. It reminded me of that. And it was just kind of cool. It was awesome. But, anyway... Yeah, man, it was a really fun, great game. I'll be back to retro soon. But I would say still for the rest of this week, and maybe a little going into the next week, I'll still be playing it and side questing. It all depends how much I get done. Like, if I'm getting a lot done every session I sit down and play, then I'll be back quick, right? But if I'm stuck and I cannot fucking figure shit out, then it might be a little bit, you know? So I'm not going to look anything up still. That was one video I made that I didn't release. Man, if you're playing Tears of the Kingdom, if you haven't already, I mean, a lot of people already are through it. I'm probably late to the party on that. But definitely do yourself a favor and don't look things up. Don't. It's so much fucking better when you don't. When you figure this stuff out and you really use your brain, this game makes you use your brain so freaking much, man. And it's very satisfying when you figure it out and you go, oh, I thought of this and this worked, you know, and it's awesome, dude. But if you look it up, if you look up, how to cook all these meals, and you look up all these cheats, basically, you're gonna know how to make all the best stuff. And it's more fun when you read the descriptions and you know what you can do, and then you start kind of messing around with it, going, oh, okay, this gave me this and this did this, and it's so much better, dude. So much freaking better. And it's just very satisfying. But yeah, like when you find a shrine that's hidden and you don't just look it up, it's so much better, dude. I mean, once you look it up and you see how to do it, and you also look up like what it unlocks or where this armor is that you're trying to find, like, it's just not as fun. It's more fun when you stumble upon it and go, oh, this is the armor from this. Oh, cool. You know, I found the Champion's Tunic, and I was like, oh shit, that's awesome, dude. You know, I did the end fight with the Champion's Tunic on. You know, I was like, it seemed appropriate, you know. And then I used a helmet that helped me down there and helped me in that area. So that's why I used that. Then the legs, I thought the legs went with the champion suit, but now looking back at it, I think it was the classic legs. I think it's the original Link legs. That's what I think it is. So if they're doing the same thing as last game, you probably get the the Link tunic after you do all the shrines. That's probably what you get. But yeah, I never found the tunic. Not yet. I'm still looking. There's still stuff to find, man, that's for sure. But it's a great game. A lot of fun. I extremely highly recommend it. I mean, 10 out of 10. I mean, it's a game that end area alone will probably leave a gaming scar on me where I'll never forget that area, you know? Because it was kind of tough. And it just, like, once again, it just really made you look at your resources and go, listen, I'm stuck down here. If I go back, I have to go through all that shit again. What should I do? What do I have at my disposal? I've collected all this shit throughout the game. Let me start reading and what can help me. You know, what armor do I have that can help me, man? What can I do? And that's what you do. You go into it like that, man. And then, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what the game's all about. You know, it's like survival and it's like a true adventure, you know? You got to just look at what you have and try to figure it out, you know? And it's freaking awesome, dude. Very, very cool. But anyway, Tears of the Kingdom, I'll be back soon. And, by the way, I was on the phone the other day paying or canceling a subscription to my internet. I got different internet because the old crap was garbage. So all that crap we were experiencing during streaming, yeah, it's going to be fixed now. But anyway, man, what the fuck with, I just like lost my train of thought. I was telling you the internet thing. Oh, when I was on the phone, it was taking forever. It was literally like 45 minutes. I literally told the woman, I said, man, it's a heck of a lot easier to get your service than it is to get out of it, isn't it? And she even laughed. And I was like, yeah, you guys do this on purpose? Because I told her, I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but man, I got to get to work. I got stuff to do, man. Like, we got to go. Get this taken care of, man. Click the button that says I don't want it anymore. You know? But anyway, and yeah, side note, T-Mobile internet, trash. Don't even go with it. Trash. It's only $50 a month, but it's trash. That's why it's $50 a month. I tried it though. All you can do is try. But yeah, there's some things that you just got to pay for, and it's the quality. You got to pay for it, man. It is what it is. So now my internet's like 80, like it was. We're fine. I just went back to Mediacom. But anyway, when I was on the phone with her, I was just fucking around on the Switch, just waiting, just messing around. And I turned on the NES online, and I played Punch-Out. And, you know, with the input lag and everything, I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to get my ass kicked. You know what I mean? Dude, I got all the way to Mr. Dream, and then I got beat. But I only got beat because of me, and I was on the phone. I mean, you have to actually focus on that. But, dude, I got there with ease. Like, I didn't even get touched by Mr. Sandman's shit. But Super Macho Man's, the Bull Charge, I didn't get hit by any of that shit. With input lag, dude. So it's... When people say that it's not possible to beat Punch-Out, it's... And obviously I understand it's possible. But what I'm saying is, it's not even that hard. It's really not. Not if you know the game, dude. You can beat it with input lag for sure. And I was doing it with Joy-Cons, dude. You know what I mean? Joy-Cons. I was doing the quick dodge with fucking Joy-Cons, dude. So, it's not that bad. You let me have one more run at Dream, I get him. I'll get him, dude. Let me get past that minute 30, we're done. I got him. And from there on out, no problem, dude. You know what I mean? It's really not that hard. I even thought about putting up a playthrough of it on the NES online, just to show that this is not that hard, guys. So if that's the only way you have to play Punch-Out, you can play it on an emulator, and you'll be fine. You can beat it. NES Classic and all that, you can beat it, dude. If you know the game good enough, for sure. Now I know I'm maybe an exception to the rule because I play that game so freaking much, but I was going off of playing a CRT, man. I was dodging just fine. Seriously, it's easy. So I was very surprised. I mean, I was on an HD TV, on the Joy-Cons. I mean, every disadvantage you can think of, and I was still not that big of a deal, dude. You know, even dodging Dream's punches were not that bad. It wasn't. I was just on the phone, you know. So obviously I anticipated one of them because I was talking, right? And so I got hit. You know, it was stupid shit like that, to be honest with you. But I thought about it. I was like, man, give me one more run if I had time. I had to go to work, though. Give me one more run. I have it. For sure. Let me focus. Absolutely. I'll just wait till I see him move, and then I'll do it. You know what I mean? I was just, like, busy. But anyway, yeah, just a side note there. Like, it's not that hard with input lag. It's really not. You can't beat Punch-Out with input lag, like, unless you really study it. Like, no. I went into it just cold as fuck, playing on a PlayChoice 10 and a regular NES on a CRT, the best way to play it, and I got it done. It wasn't that big of a deal, dude. I did it on fucking HDTV, NES Classic, or NES Online. Not a big deal. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get to work. I'll be seeing you soon. We're coming. I'll see you soon.